Hi everybody, this is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. Are you wondering what to do with the ripe bananas that you have on hand? Stay tuned, I have some ideas for you. First things first, if you don't have time to mess with those bananas at the moment, yet you want to preserve them, you don't want them to get any more ripe than what they are, you can easily freeze them. Just take the peel off, put it in a freezer bag, pop it in the freezer, but make sure you label it with the date first, because they will keep for you, they will wait for you for up to 8 months in the freezer. So you want to make sure you label them first with the date. If you have a lot of bananas to freeze and you don't want them to wind up in one big clump of frozen bananas, you can peel them, lay them on a baking tray or something that's going to fit comfortably in your freezer. Freeze them that way for an hour or two until they're at least frozen on the outside, and then transfer them either into a freezer container with a good lid or into a freezer bag. And again, make sure you label them with today's date so that you know how long they've been in the freezer waiting for you. They'll keep for up to 8 months like that. Now, what do you do with those frozen bananas once they're in there? I've got some ideas for you. The first thing is a given, is make banana bread with it. Now I know that a lot of recipes call for taking a fresh banana and mashing it up with a fork or something like that and then adding it to your recipe. You can use your frozen bananas for your banana bread recipe. All you need to do is take it out of the freezer. Don't worry about thawing it out. Just slice it with a knife, put it in a food processor and pulse it until it's broken up. Now at first it's going to be pretty crumbly. You can use it in banana bread just like that, but if you want to make it into like a smooth banana paste, just keep processing it a little bit longer and it'll eventually begin to thaw out just a little bit and make this wonderful thick paste-like consistency, and it will blend in to your banana bread mixture really, really well. So if you don't have a recipe on hand for banana bread that you like, check out my blog. I have a lot of links there for recipes. Surely there'll be something that you can use. Another thing that you can do with frozen banana is to make a banana ice cream with it. This is the simplest thing in the world, and I do this all the time, and it's a wonderful dessert to me. You just take it out of the freezer, slice it up, put it in a food processor, and pulse it briefly, and it'll crumble at first, but then you want it to be nice and smooth like an ice cream consistency. Just keep processing it just a little bit longer and it will come out into this nice banana paste like. You know, if it's too cold for you, allow it to sit for just briefly until it starts to thaw and soften up just a little bit, and it'll be delicious. Now it's good just like it is, or you can top it with whatever it is that you like on your ice cream. You could throw some chopped nuts on there, chopped coconut. You could sprinkle it with whatever kind of toppings that you might want. Chocolate chips even, or baking chips of your choice, or sprinkles of any sort, or even an ice cream topping, a chocolate topping, something like that would be good. Now if you want to make like a chocolate banana ice cream, as you're blending it up, you could also add a little bit of chocolate syrup, or you can add some cocoa powder to it, not much, and if you want to sweeten it, add a little bit of sweetener of your choice to that banana and you'll have chocolate banana ice cream. Another thing that you can do with a banana ice cream would be to add a little bit of your favorite nut butter or even tahini to it as you're blending it up, just a little bit. Now it may get kind of thick depending upon how thick your nut butter is. You could add a little bit of milk of your choice to it, not a lot, just a little bit. If you add a lot of milk, it might be kind of ice crystal-y by the time you get done with it, but add just enough to thin it out to the consistency that you like, and you'll have, if you add peanut butter, you could have a peanut banana ice cream, and then top that with some chocolate sauce or something like that, cocoa nibs or chocolate chips or something like that, and they'll be good. Another idea for using ripe banana, and this is whether it's frozen or not, would be to add slices to pancakes. How about that? Now, if it's a frozen banana, don't worry about thawing it out. Just slice it, add it onto your pancakes as you're making them. Of course, if it's fresh, no deal. Just slice it and add it on there. Or you could puree the banana and then add that to your batter, and you can have a smooth banana type of pancake. Another thing that you can do with a ripe banana, whether it's frozen or fresh, would be to add it to smoothies. I mean, people eat smoothies all the time, and a banana is a common ingredient to add to that. And a lot of times we'll add frozen fruits or a couple ice cubes or something like that for it to be cold. Well, why not add frozen banana to it? And to make it easier to blend up, you can take it out of the freezer, slice it a little bit with a knife, and then add it to your blender, and it will help to chill it down and flavor it up and thicken it up in the way that you like. You can also try adding mashed ripe banana, whether it's frozen or fresh, to a cookie dough. Now this will make it soft and tender, and will give it a richness that the cookie may not have had before. Now, if your recipe does not call for adding something like this, you can add it to that, but do a test batch first, because you might need to adjust the other ingredients in the recipe along with it. The flour or the liquid may need to be adjusted some, so bear that in mind. Another thing that you can do with ripe banana, whether it's frozen or fresh, is add some of that to some hot oatmeal. Now, of course, if it's frozen and you slice it up and add it into the hot meal, it's going to cool it down a little bit, but probably not enough so that you have to reheat the oatmeal. And that'll add a nice fruitiness, richness, and sweetness to your morning porridge. Another fun thing that you can do with bananas, whether they're frozen or fresh, is to cut them into large bite-sized pieces. Dip them in some sort of an ice cream topping that you like. It could be a chocolate sauce or a strawberry sauce or something like that. Take it out and allow excess to drain off just a little bit, and then roll that slice into some chopped up whatever kind of goodie that you like. It could be chopped nuts, it could be candies, it could be ground flaxseed, it could be hulled hemp seeds. It could be sesame seeds, it could be cocoa nibs that are chopped up really finely. It could be coconut, chopped up coconut, anything like that that is finely chopped up that you want to coat the outside with. Put them on a tray that's lined with parchment paper, pop it in the freezer, and allow them to freeze solid, and then transfer them into a freezer container and just store them in the freezer. And when you're ready for a grab-and-go treat that would be really delicious, grab one or two of those pieces of frozen banana that are coated with the goodies that you like, and you'll enjoy them that way. Well, I do hope this helps. If you're looking for other ways to use ripe bananas, check out my blog site. I've got a link below, and there's a lot of recipe links there, a lot of ideas there for you. I hope this helps. This is Judy at Judi in the Kitchen. Bye for now.